Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews COVID-19 situation in the northeastern states, urges for strict steps at micro level to contain the spread of the virus. Nagaland Government directs phasing out all work charges and casual employees working under various departments. New cabinet committees formed after cabinet expansion at the centre, and railways to resume services of 14 trains to Dimapur from July 17th. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also to help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed concern over the huge crowds in hill stations and markets and urged people to strictly follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. He stressed the need to strictly implement the COVID protocols to contain the spread of the virus. While interacting with Chief Ministers of Assam, Nagaland, Tripura, Sikkim, Manipur, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram today, the Prime Minister said, coronavirus is continuously changing its form and there is need to keep an eye on its variants. Highlighting the importance of vaccination, the Prime Minister emphasized the need to accelerate the vaccination process to check the possible third wave of COVID-19. He also stressed on removing the vaccine hesitancy among people by taking several measures. Expressing concern over the rising infection rate in some of the districts of the northeastern states, Modi said strict steps need to be taken at micro level to contain the spread of the virus. He also asked to give focus on aggressive testing and vaccination in the high-risk areas. He said the northeastern states will benefit from the 23,000 crore rupees package announced by the centre in view of the pandemic. The Prime Minister said it will help the northeastern states to create robust health infrastructure. Nagaland Government has directed the phasing out of all work charge and casual employees working under various departments. Chief Secretary J. Alam, in an office memorandum issued yesterday, stated that a post occupied by them on regularization will automatically stand abolished as and when they vacate a post on retirement, resignation or death. It said the strength of the work charged and casual employees under various departments shall stand reduced by equal number concurrently with the regularization of such employees. Further, no fresh appointment will be made against these posts. In this, the Chief Secretary has asked all administrative heads and heads of departments to comply with the direction given by the government. New cabinet committees have been formed after the cabinet expansion at the centre. The Appointments Committee of the Cabinet will be headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while Home Minister Amit Shah will be the member. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, Political Affairs and Security will be headed by Prime Minister. Besides Cabinet Committee on Investment and Growth, as well as Cabinet Committee on Employment and Skill Development will also be headed by the Prime Minister. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will chair the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs, which includes Home Minister Amit Shah, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, and Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur as members. The Cabinet Committee on Accommodation will function under the chairmanship of Amit Shah. Some of the Cabinet committees will also have special invitees. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee (NPCC) has said caution should be taken before passing the Assam Cattle Preservation Bill 2021. In a press release, NPCC President K. Theria stated that the bill should not be detrimental to the inherent trade and food habits of the Northeast. He said any restriction through the bill will be detrimental to the inherent trade and deprive food. NPCC President opined that Assam, being a sovereign state, has the right to legislate its own laws. However, the bill should not forget that we are a union of states and we are economically interdependent, Tere added. The NPCC President expressed hope that good sense will prevail in the House. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on a YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Railways will be resuming services of 14 trains to Dimapur with effect from July 17th. Northeast Frontier Railway's Chief Public Relations Officer, Supanan Chanda, in a press note said details of timing of train services will be available in the railway's website. Chanda further informed that all inbound passengers disembarking at Dimapur station should be asymptomatic and will be required to produce a certificate of having completed both the doses of COVID-19 vaccination. Nagaland School Education Department has asked all employees serving under the department not to leave the headquarters station without obtaining station leave permission from the competent authority. Principal Director Shanavas cautioned all district education officers, senior sub-divisional education officers, sub-divisional education officers, and heads of all government schools that instances of violation of the regulation by heads of offices is viewed seriously by the government. Shanavas said that appropriate disciplinary action, including suspension, will be initiated against the erring officials. Further, heads of all government schools have been directed to ensure compliance of order earlier issued on July 2 by uploading daily reports at the school monitoring portal, including teachers' attendance regularly on daily basis within the stipulated time limit. Nagaland today recorded 88 new cases of COVID-19, taking the total caseload to 26,140. This includes 30 from Kohima, 28 in Mokokchung, 8 in Dimapur, 6 each in Longling and Mon, 4 from Peg, 3 in Zonaputo, and 1 each from Kifere, Tuensang and Woka. The state also recorded 80 recoveries, out of which 35 were from Kohima, 16 in Mokokchung, 15 Dimapur, and 7 each in Kifere and Mon. With this, the total recovered cases have reached 23,938, thus improving the recovery rate to 91.57%, while the daily sample positivity rate is 8.60%. On the other hand, 3 new COVID-related deaths took the state to a grim total of 500 deaths. Currently, there are 962 active cases of COVID-19 in the state. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi has expressed shock and sadness at the demise of former MLA and Parliamentary Secretary Dr. K.C. Nehoshe, who passed away today at Dimapur. In a condolence message, the governor said, in his demise, the state has lost a genuine and adored leader. Governor Ravi, on behalf of the people of Nagaland and his own behalf, conveyed heartfelt condolences to the family and prayed to God to grant solace to the bereaved family at a tragic loss. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews COVID-19 situation in the northeastern states, urges for strict steps at micro level to contain the spread of the virus. Nagaland Government directs phasing out of all work charges and casual employees working under various departments. New cabinet committees formed after cabinet expansion at the centre, and railways to resume services of 14 trains to Dimapur from July 17th. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.